to the food for thought. Have you been a part of a fundraising effort that not only reached its goal but also went over it? What psychological effect did that success and abundance have on the members of the organization? Imagine how your pastor would feel if the offering this Sunday were well above the weekly budget. What impact would it have on his attitude as a minister the following week? Wow, this is, I think this is a great thing to think about because, I mean, not only just in church, but in other areas, especially when we're talking about fundraising. You know, we fundraise for our kids, we fundraise on our jobs, we fundraise in various different areas of our lives. And it's, you know, we always want more, we always want to make sure we get the most that we can get and even go over that because, of course, that's what blesses us and what keeps whatever that organization is going and helping to do whatever they're trying to do. And so if we take that same mentality into church and every believer tithe, I mean, gosh, we would have an abundance in all of our ministries, and all of the different organizations or different parts of the ministry can grow and can benefit and can have the abundance they need to work properly. You know, certain organizations or certain ministries in our church are like, well, goodness, they don't have nothing in the bookstore. That's another ministry, you know. In order to get certain books and resources in, you know, it needs to be able to have the resources to do that. So I think that, you know, definitely having the full support of the congregation in tithing, that does leave the bishop or pastor, you know, more time to focus on God and focus on getting that word and focus on, you know, the revelation that God is going to be giving them each week and maybe 2 or 3 times a week. Because I know most churches have 2 or 3 services on Sunday and maybe a Wednesday or Thursday night Bible study, and then any extra little service that they want to have or things that they want to have throughout the month. So I do believe that not just so the pastor can, you know, just sit and focus on the word and focus on the message and not have to do all the other things, because I can see how a minister would get burnt out. I can see how they can just, man, you know, just be overwhelmed by all the other things that they have to put their mind on. I mean, it's like, you know, I got to take care of, I got to clean up the church, I got to pay the bills for the church, I got to clean up the parking lot, I got to bring all the cars and make sure everyone parks. And I mean, imagine if your pastor was out there doing every part of the ministry in your church, greeting everyone as they came in, doing daycare. I mean, could they really do all of those things without the other members, without the members of the church really putting their all into it and tithing and giving so that those ministries could be, you know, alive and growing and could work properly? You know, I mean, those ministries still need monetary resources to be able to provide Pampers for the babies that come in that they serve, to provide snacks for the kids who come in during the church service, because you can't be at church all day with no snack. Nevertheless, I mean, for kids. But, you know, I think it's a great and powerful message to say if everyone tithed, all of our ministries would have the things that they need. And that's part of our building fund confession. Part of our building fund confession says that we tithe so that all of our ministries and facilities will be built and our vision will be established in the earth. And that is one major thing to think about. You want your vision to be established. You want to, you know, to build and to grow, not just build physical buildings, but build, you know, spiritual buildings that edify God. You want to build spiritual things in your heart and spiritual things that you can build upon, and foundations that you can build upon, so that, yes, your vision will be established in the earth. The vision of our church will be established in the earth, and in Atlanta and in other surrounding counties, even in Savannah, where my parents watch and stream Word of Faith Family Worship Cathedral online. They watch them online as well. And so the vision is being established because the sowers are sowing the seeds. And so God is actually blessing abundantly so that there is a heap piled up, so that when I needed money from the benevolence fund because I had a hardship, it was there. Okay? So it doesn't just benefit, oh, you know, give Bishop, you know, all this money so that he can have a big, nice house and nice cars and all of these things. It also benefits the seed and his seed. And I remember in 2000, I think it was 2003 or 4. When actually 2004, I believe, when I started going to Word of Faith, and I was just like, wow, this church is, you know, actually 2003, I think. Anyway, I remember him doing a sermon, and he was talking about testament. And he was talking about the word, okay, and I'm going to be slightly graphic, but this is what he said. This was like, I couldn't believe it, but this is, I mean, our bishop is very frank and honest, and he uses words, and he's very, very knowledgeable with words. I mean, he's like a walking dictionary. Nevertheless, he mentioned the word, he was talking about testament and testifying and testimony and how, and the word testicles. And he was saying that his children are from his loins, from his, you know, part of coming from his testicles. Okay, and so he was saying your children can be your testament, your testimony, coming from testicles. And I was just like, wow. And when he said that so many years ago, like I had never, you know, I was just going to the church. I didn't know, you know, really what he was about, his family or anything like that. And so now having been there since really 2004, and this is 2011, and I've come in contact with his kids, and his kids have sang worship songs, and they've just been around the church and different, you know, some of them have come to Cafe 212, and I've seen them around and experienced being around them, and they really are a testament to him. You know, not just to him, but just how God has blessed him. And his kids really seem very nice. They seem very grounded. They seem well-rounded. They don't seem like spoiled preacher kids or anything like that. And they really have a heart for God. They sing songs together, and the songs are original, and they have beautiful voices. I mean, their heart is for God. And that is a testament to God's blessing being heaped upon our bishop, and then also our congregation, so that his kids can be blessed. His kids can have the foundations and the resources they need to be, you know, just as spiritual, just as blessed, just as honorable kids that they can be. And that to me, I mean, I'm not saying that, you know, if you are a preacher's kid and you off the chain, that, you know, you're a bad testament. I'm just saying that it shows what godly living and godly serving and just living a holy life can do for not only the head, but the family, the children, and the children's children. So that was what I wanted to say as far as, you know, all of us tithing, all of us giving to our congregation, giving to our church. It does bless the pastor. It does bless the ministers who are under him. It blesses the staff. It blesses every other ministry from him on down to the parking lot ministry, on down to the ushers, on down to the children's ministry, because that's where I teach. It blesses everyone. And if you want you to be blessed, your children to be blessed, your ministry that you go to, your church that you go to needs to be blessed as well. So everyone have a great week, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.